Welcome to another episode of Escape the Mind Gaming. My name is Brandon, and today we're playing The Forest. I've been playing this a lot over the live stream on my PS4 Pro. Today we're going to do a little bit of a solo play on my PC, so if it looks a little different, you know why. So here we go. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to see where we're at and start to get our bearings a little bit. And we're going to see how this goes. I've also turned up the brightness quite a bit because this game gets insanely dark at night, especially on PC. So if it's a little bright, that would be why. I have the game brightness all the way up. I've also turned my TV brightness up a bit because, yeah, it's super dark at night in this game. Alright, so the last couple times I've played this... Oh, I think I know where I'm at. Is there a village over here? Yep, that's the river. Okay, let's hurry up and get some cloth, and then we need to get the hell out of here. The last time I landed in roughly about this area, I took off before I grabbed anything, and it was a pain in the butt. So water's your friend. Just keep in mind where the water is, especially where this river is here, because I can get in it, but they won't. By they, I mean the fun people that live on this island that are cannibals. Oh, those are not good. Okay, we won't eat more of those. Alright, we need to make sure that we have at least one rope. And we got some of this. We got some sticks. I'm gonna hurry up and make a spear. It's my favorite way to fend people off in the game thus far that I've found. Ooh. And like I was saying, we did a live stream. Oh, man, it was like 9 hours over the course of 2 days on this game on my PS4 with my buddy Paul. So if you want to check that out, definitely make sure you go to the live stream section of the YouTube page, and you'll see those there. Since I landed where I landed, I think I'm going to go with a slightly different strategy than what we did. Pretty much the same overall, but in a wholly different place. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, we got a ton. Alright, let's go. So my plan is we're going to get across this little river here. So there's a village right in front of me, but if we stay off to the right there a little bit, we should be okay for the first couple nights. And then we're going to raft this thing up, and I plan on making the base like right about there. This is a heavily patrolled area, so just want to be careful. I know there are crocodiles in this game, but I have not found them yet. So yeah, swim with caution. I know there is a shark. It's roughly around the yacht area. We're probably going to get to that at some point. It's kind of a bummer the rivers and the oceans don't kind of meet in this game, but we'll make it happen. It's so peaceful, the calm before the storm. I had played this a bunch of times and like never ran into anyone on the first day. And then the last 2 times I had started trying things out for my playthrough, I ran into people like almost immediately. So I was like, all right, so that can happen. So we're going to start taking down things in this area, because there's a crap ton of sticks and trees. But we're going to camp across the street, if you will, across the river. Alright, so we got that down. There is a way that you can kind of get across here without swimming too much. That was not the way that I just took. But you can see there's little stones in here, and then you can kind of hop your way across. Alright, so we need a shelter. I'm going to throw up... I know a lot of people poo-poo the tree houses, but I feel like early game they're totally fine, and then if you're not just camping out in them, then you're cool, because unless Armsy's a dick, you're not going to have to worry about him knocking them down. Armsy can be a dick, but by that point, we're not going to have any worries about that, because we're not going to be needing it anymore. Not entirely sure I'm going to leave all the tree cutting in when I edit this. I might trim down some of it so that you guys aren't having to sit through all of it if nothing interesting happens. I always tend to face the tree, to start cutting it the direction I want it to fall, because I've never had a tree come back on me in this game. I've cut down hundreds of trees and never once had one fall on me. Alright, so I'm going to face it this way. Now, no matter where you build in this game, they will find you. Because basically once you start, from my understanding, once you make a fire, that's going to spawn somebody to come check out that fire. Now, there's not a ton of trees in this area, but the last time I played this, there was a ton of cloth off to the corner in that base, because they have the effigies, like in English, and a lot of those contain cloth, which is awesome. Oop, oop, oop. Hey, hey, hey. Now, just basically in the early game, you just want to listen out for footsteps. And a lot of times you'll hear them yelling and screaming. And if you don't want to face them, like if it's more than one, just go get in the water. Unless it's nighttime, which is, you want to hopefully have this up by then, which you don't have to rush. But as long as you have the material, like the cloth, that's the most important thing, is to loot those suitcases. Then you don't have to go running around trying to find something to build that rope. If you panic, like I did the one time I was like, oh my god, I'm really close to one of the villages, and I took off, then you're going to have to spend all your time trying to find that. Alright, almost there. There is a village right over there, so that's where I want to kind of keep my eye out on. I usually face my base for something picturesque, not necessarily for security purposes, because like I said, it might not be there for super long anyway, so you might as well get a nice view while you can. One more! Alright, let's see if we can get it. And then we're going to need a couple sticks. Almost got the rabbit. Alright, so we're good there. Let's throw up our sticks. And our rope. Now, it's the only thing this area... I don't want to cut those bushes down just in case. This area does not have a ton of sticks. So that's why I normally farm from across the river here. So I'm going to hop across the river really quick and try to fill up on some sticks. And then we're going to come back and finish up and save. Because if you die before you save, you have to start all over again. Where are we at here? Alright, we got 10. That's enough to finish. Let's go back. So, if you make a lot of noise by cutting down trees, if you do it away from where you sleep, then usually they're going to go to where you're making all the noise. They're not necessarily going to go to where you sleep. Alright, house is done. Let's save. Alright, so we got our house up. So we're good to start. So let's figure out where we want to go from here. So we see some lizards over there running around. So that's definitely something that I want to get going, is some traps. So let's figure out our trap situation. Oop. I think in here is going to be a pretty good spot. Now, I'm going to grab some sticks, but I'm going to not put them all into the trap because it's getting dark, and I'm going to want to be able to build a fire when I get back. And I only need 2 sticks to do that, so... hurry up, throw all those in. As you can see, this area is like pretty densely populated with sticks and trees. And I'm going to have the tree regrowth on for this one because I don't want to have to spend time editing out me searching for trees. I don't think that's fun. So, yeah. So a spear is usually a little bit better because it has a little bit of a faster down hit. But honestly, the easiest thing is just getting those traps up. Alright, so we're going to head back. Is it a coneflower? Negative. Alright, so we have all those. So we're going to build a standing fire, just so we can kind of see around a little bit. Until I, get me a couple cannibals so that we can make some alternate versions of this. Ladder up. This will also be helpful when we get done, to our next base, so we can kind of see where the coastline is to where our other base is. Be a nice little way to mark everything. Cool. Did I just use up? Yes, I did. That's fine. Let's jump over super quick. We'll get them, we'll come back, and we'll be done. Almost done day one. Okay, nope, we're not doing that. The upgraded spear can knock them down, be a little bit faster, but we're not there yet. Alright, let's go back. You got under the rock. Did you see that? Alright, so we're going to come up here into the treehouse. I'm going to put a basic fire right here, because that's how I like to do that. And we're going to put a drying rack in the back for our prospective meat to come. Try not to get too crazy with it here, because this is just for show. Alright, cool. I just used it. That's funny. There might be some sticks around here. Probably not. So you can pull out your Bic, sometimes, just like real life, it takes like 8 million flicks. Alright, cool. Got my one stick. And we're gonna head back. As you can see, the standing fires here help to brighten things up a little bit. Got to put leaves in them, though. And it does get pretty dark, even with that brightness all the way up, basically. Alright. Another tip, do not eat before you go to sleep, because you will be hungry when you get up, no matter what. There is a ton of waiting around in this game sometimes, while you're just waiting to be able to sleep, so I'll probably cut those parts out too. Alright, congratulations, we survived our first night. So, I've never gone wrong with that strategy for the first night. Get up the treehouse, get the drying rack inside the treehouse. Usually if I get on this side, I don't have to worry too much about baddies coming to try to mess with me. Hey, hi there. Yes! Now I got something to eat. Careful, that second one I hit the house. Want to not do it that way. Man, that was like DoorDash. That was better than DoorDash. I didn't even have to order it. Alright, gonna get some nom-noms. Nom 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 nom. Put a couple leaves on that so it'll burn while I'm gone. And I am definitely cutting down this tree. So some of the cannibals can climb trees. So if they're close to where you're at and you're up in the air, they'll just climb that tree right up to you. So yeah, we're gonna cut this down. I think the rest are far enough away. That was the only one I was kind of concerned about. I don't cut out a lot of stumps because this animation is boring. It sucks. There we go. All right. So let's put in some work now that we got a new day here. Alright, we're one rope short of what I want to ultimately do. That's alright. We shall get it. Alright. So I want to do a little bit of defense. Just super quick, so I have something to run through, or away from, rather. Because as I'm over here making noise, they will come check me out. They won't jump. I mean, sometimes they'll jump in the water if you can get them, like, really overexcited. Giggity. But they die pretty much immediately. So even, like, the really big ones that you'll find out later, no spoilers just in case you've never played this game. Cool. So you just basically try to see where that skull is. You just want to get them to run through there, and then that falls on their head, and they're instantly dead. Alright, I want to finish this trap, because as you can see there are rabbits around. Now, two different things here. You have two different ways you can go for water. My favorite is blueberries. I don't know if we will find them, but if we do, then that is to me like the best food in the entire game, because not only does it give you food, but it also gives you water. And if you find one seed and you plant it, eventually it can become an entire garden. Alright, trap 1 is up. Keep an ear out for the cannibals. The happy birthday trap is another good one. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, the other way, other than blueberries, is a water collector. That you need a turtle for that, and there's only certain places they kind of spawn. So we'll get to that, but that's not going to be a day one thing for where we're at right now, because that's pretty far away from where we're at. It's okay to leave a bunch of logs on the ground as long as you don't leave the game and come back. If you leave the game and come back, they won't be there anymore. But if you get all of them and you pick them all up and you put them into a log collector before you leave the game, then they'll stay in the log collector. I'm going to get my stamina back up. Ah, one away, one away. All right. Cool. Looking forward to some animals going in the traps. If you don't hang around them, I almost never see anything go in them. But if you kind of hang out in those areas, you can sometimes even kind of chase animals into them. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do is we're going to pick a tree. Probably one of the ones over by us later, but... Alright. I want to get a place for bird houses up pretty soon. And we also need to start working on some storage. And like I said, I'm going to keep an eye out for blueberries as well. Alright, so if you build a stick holder, or one of the other holders in the game, I think I just heard somebody, You can come up to it and you can toggle the little button and it'll make a bigger version of it. I thought I heard someone yell in the background, but might not have been what I thought it was. Also could have been possibly the animals. Sometimes they do a really good job of making you think they're cannibals, and you're like, oh wait, nope, that was a deer. Look at all of those birds. You can collect the feathers like that. That is helpful. Alright, we need more sticks. Ooh, I think both of our traps are down. Okay, that's a rabbit, and that's a lizard. Okay, cool. So, rabbits. You can pick them up. Hit the action button, if you will, the trigger, if you're using the controller. They'll make them make you feel bad about it sound. And then you can skin them. Make sure you pick up the meat, and then once I get a stick, I can reset the trap. Now, for the lizard, you'll find a more open area of the trap here, and then you can harvest it. Alright, so now I need 2 sticks so I can reset the traps. And then we're going to run over and put them in the drying rack so we'll have dinner. Alright, that's reset. And that's reset. No extra sticks to drop off. Alright, so we got everything hung up here on the rack. We're going to give that some time to dry and do its thing. I'm going to keep an eye on my thirst level because it is getting low. What I really think I want to do, though, is something stupid. The last time I played, there were blueberries over here. Yes! Hell yes. I've never been so excited for blueberries. I just eat them all even if I don't need them because then I get the seeds. And they will respawn. Fantastic. How many did we get? Ooh, we got 3. Alright, perfect. We will have a full garden in no time. Hey, Creepy. Make sure you get the skulls and the cloth, most important parts. And keep an eye out for crazies. think we got a leg from that one too. Alright, I think we got all the skulls we can carry. And main thing... Alright, I need one more cloth, one more cloth, one more cloth. Alright, we got everything we need. Let's get the hell out of here. Wow, there's tons of blueberries over here. So it seems like that doesn't change, because that's two totally different playthroughs. There's been a ton of blueberries here every time. Chicory is good. Grab those if you can. We're going to make sure we dump some leaves off here in our little fires. Alright. We got 4 ropes. Perfect. Now we can start our raft. The raft will lead us to our island, will start us with our island base, and then from there, nothing can stop us. Soon. Alright, we need 7 logs. Hey, buddy. Alright, that one's not down. I'm going to give it a second to see if I can get 2 of them, maybe. And then if we can, I'll see if we can maybe spring for a rabbit trap. Or the rabbit cage, rather. And then we can start making our own rabbits. Almost done. Awesome. Alright, gonna lay this down. Now, next thing that I do usually is put a log collector on my raft. That's the rabbit cage, by the way. Log holder. I always say collector for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, let's make it bigger. If only all things in life work that way. Okay. Things have been really quiet for us being around several camps. Haven't really been messed with. I'm gonna put this over here so we can pretend like the rabbits can get water and whatnot. Awesome. All right, so you're going to pick up the rabbit. And you're going to walk him over here and stick him in the cage. Now, when I get another rabbit, then we can make more rabbits. You can figure out how that happens. Alright, let's get a couple more sticks so we can head home for the night. Alright, gonna use the raft just because I can. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get these on. Alright, gonna head up here. I think tomorrow what we're going to be doing in the next episode is getting our garden started and getting our island started. Let's get this lit up. Alright, so again, oh, that's right, we got that foot. Forgot about the foot. Alright, I think that'll wrap up this episode. As you can see, it's basic way to get started. You got yourself a treehouse. Once you get the treehouse up, make sure you save. From there, try to find a place that's close to where you sleep, that you can start cutting down trees, but not right under where you sleep. And then just keep in mind that you need a drying rack. And then from there, it's about getting the ropes so that you can get the small raft done, which you can see down there. And then just getting ready to get yourself into an island, because that's going to be the only way that's going to keep you 1,000% safe in the early game. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit like. Let me know in the comments section down below what you enjoyed. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Take it easy.